There's no question that there's some big bloody cats roaming around the South Island. Are they feral cats that grew in the wild? Or could the Canterbury black cat really be a black puma?
I should go to bed. You should go to Christchurch. But I gotta go to Christchurch.
Cats are usually the messengers of bad news.
So how far can a cat?
I need to go to Canterbury. 50 kgs, that's the same size as my dog. Shoo cat, shoo cat.
Hey, I'm Bubbah, and welcome to ConspiraSeries. I'm your trusted host. You can trust me. I'm exploring some of Aotearoa's strangest mysteries, and on that list is the Canterbury black cat. Reasons I'm exploring this is because in my culture, cats are usually the messengers of bad news. So if a cat's crying outside your window at night, shoo cat, shoo cat. So I've got to know, is this a feral cat, a black panther, or someone's spirit's coming to visit me? Let's go find out. People have been reporting sightings of the black cats all over the South Island, mostly clustering in Canterbury. Just look at all of the places that I need to shoot. I need to shoot here, there, over there, shoot, everywhere. The internet is full of pictures and videos of the sightings. Just check out this cat that a hunter shot back in 2020. Be warned, I'm about to show you a photo of a dead cat. Stories of the cat go back over 100 years, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. I need to go to Canterbury. Pride, can we afford that? Turns out we could afford that. Now we're here in Littleton in Canterbury where it all started. And I've got a lot of history to learn, so we're gonna call up my bro Liam Ratana, who did research on the black cat, to ask him a few questions. Hey Liam.
Hey Bubbah.
Can you let us know how it all started?
Yeah, so back in 1946, a Christchurch man named David Winray sighted a strange creature whilst riding his bike home at night. A lion. When David told his father-in-law about the encounter, it reminded his father-in-law of a strange story. The father-in-law was working on Littleton Port during World War I, way back in 1915. A ship from America was being unloaded, and on board were a number of animals bound for Australia. One of these animals was a pregnant puma. It was discovered that the pregnant puma's cage had opened and was empty. The puma was last seen running towards the Littleton Port hills. I can imagine David's father-in-law was shocked and terrified.
Okay, so Liam, is it possible that the puma survived the living conditions of Canterbury and then gave birth?
I'm no puma expert, but from what I can gather, they can survive in pretty cold temperature.
Is it also possible that those pumas went and bred with other wild cats and then could have made the cats that are being sighted today?
I think it's possible and it's feasible enough to me.
And what are the other sightings?
In 1977, Kaiapoi local Frances Clark alleged she could see a tiger from her kitchen window. She was widely discredited until 4 days later. Paw prints and droppings were discovered on Pine Beach, not far from Clark's home. A vet inspected the evidence and confirmed they came from a large cat.
We're gonna need a bigger pulse.
But what about the cat from 2020?
So, the cat that was shot in 2020 was taken away and DNA tested. DNA proved it was a cat, an extremely large feral cat. No panther or puma, but a cat nonetheless.
Thanks, Liam. Love you.
See ya.
Okay, I think it's pretty clear that there are some giant black cats roaming around Canterbury. If they're not pumas and they're not panthers, they're still massive. If I see one, what do I do? I need to talk to an expert.
My name's Elissa Cameron, so I'm a professor at the University of Canterbury, and I've spent over 20 years working as a zoologist and wildlife biologist.
We're actually here to talk about the black panther, the Canterbury panther. So, wanted to ask you what the physical differences between a large feral cat and a black panther are.
So a black panther is normally a mountain lion, a cougar, or a black jaguar. So I'm going to concentrate on mountain lions, which is normally what it means. The size is the first thing that's really different. So a really large domestic cat is about 5 kilograms, maybe 8 kilograms. When you get a really large feral cat, they've been recorded up to 15 kilograms. So really large and probably right up to your knee, right? But if you're talking about a panther, it's not 15, it's going to be 50 kilograms, the smallest ones. And that means its height is sort of mid-thigh. I mean, the size is something phenomenally different.
Damn.
I know.
So there are also footprints found on Pine Beach.
Yeah.
So how far can a cat swim?
So cats can swim quite a long distance, but not from another country. They're normally quite good swimmers, but they don't really like to swim.
Yeah, because I thought cats hated water.
Yeah.
So what environment would the black cats need to survive in?
A key thing that they need, obviously, is food. So you'd expect that they would be taking a lot of mammals and birds, and so you'd expect to see quite a lot of sign.
Did you know that in Samoan culture, so if a black cat comes in front of you, that's bad luck, and if a cat cries at night, you're supposed to shoo them, like, get out of here, yeah.
If you were to run into a panther, the first thing is you should never run from a large cat.
Yeah.
If you run, you stimulate their instinct to chase you, and you cannot outrun them.
So if I stand strong.
Stand strong, and if it keeps coming at you, you make yourself even taller and loud. They don't like you being loud. Probably good advice to keep away from black cats and shoo
anyone's
them
planning
away.
on going
Yeah.
and seeing big cats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that though.
When you're thinking about sizes, my dog, 50 kgs up to here. And she said that black panthers are like 50 kgs, but she said the feral cats are 15. But that might just be the cat that they found.
So we heard the history, I talked to Alyssa, and I even saw more stories online. This showing thing is not working and it's making me a little bit nervous. So I went to talk to an expert about this.
It's Matt. Matt, let us know who you are.
I am Matt Williams. I teach at the School of Psychology at Massey University, and I do research on misinformation and conspiracy theories.
What role does fear play in societal storytelling, and how does it drive conspiracies?
Yeah, it's a great question. So in psychology, there's actually a theory that feelings of fear, anxiety, stress can sometimes drive people to start developing beliefs in conspiracy theories. Whether that's actually true is a little bit dubious. It might actually be that the effect goes the other way around, that developing a belief that there's lots of these bad people out to get us scares us and makes us anxious, and it's not the anxiety driving the belief in conspiracy theories.
Do people tend to often change their minds about conspiracy theories?
Yeah, not a lot. So we've actually done some longitudinal research on this recently. So depending which theory we were looking at, maybe somewhere between 0 and 8% of people change their mind and stop believing in a conspiracy theory that they previously believed.
In Samoan culture, it's believed that spirits come back as cats. If your spirit could come back as an animal, what animal would it be?
Look, I think I'm going to go with a seagull, right? You mostly just get to hang out near the beach, eating leftover fish and chips.
A seagull.
What would you come back as?
A monkey in Mexico.
Why a monkey in Mexico?
Like being on someone's shoulder.
So is the Canterbury black cat just a feral cat? I don't know. Alyssa really threw me off the sizes. 50 kgs, that's the same size as my dog. If it is a black panther, I hope it's not as scary as this movie.
I wouldn't completely rule it out.
You wouldn't rule it out, even after knowing everything you know?
Well, in my mind at the moment, there's not evidence of panthers.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna stop crying. No.